everyone. This is Tony from her Homestead Skills, and this is the first day of 2021. So I'd like to wish everyone a very happy, healthy, prosperous, and productive 2021. Wish you all the best. Anyway, this morning we are going to we're going to use some of our canned goods to make a snack. And what I'm going to start off with is 2 jars of chickpeas, and we're going to roast them. And when you roast them, you can add various flavors. You can either add hot chili, or you can add paprika or garlic. So the main ingredients are basically your chickpeas, which you dry and you roast, and then you add a little bit of olive oil and salt, and I'm going to just go with a bit of salt and pepper and garlic because I'm not a fan of hot spices. And paprika would be fine. I may add a little bit of paprika, and you can also add curry. So you could make this to your taste, or you could make multiple variations of the same thing. Anyway, here we go. Okay, so today I'm going to make some oven roasted chickpeas. Now, so have you ever wondered what you can do with some of your canned goods? Today I'm going to show you how I make oven roasted chickpeas, and I'm using 2 jars of my canned chickpeas. Well, that's sealed pretty good. Okay, first thing we want to do is rinse them off very well. Now you can certainly make these with canned chickpeas that you buy at the store as well. Okay. From there we want to dry them. So I'm going to just move that over here, put them on a paper towel, or 2 or 3. And dry these. Okay, now some people will put these in the oven only after they are totally dry and skins are removed. Now I'm not going to worry about removing the skins or putting them in the oven totally dry, but any loose skin certainly I'll pull off. So as you can see, even just the drying them loosens some of the skins. Otherwise I just leave them be. Now, and I'm not going to totally dry them off before they go in the oven either, because I'm not going to put the oil and spices on first, which is another method of doing this. You can wait till they're totally dry and then put your oil and spices, or what I'm going to do is put them in the oven to dry for 20 minutes and then pull them out and put some oil and spices. Okay? Okay, so I've now transferred them to a cookie sheet with parchment paper, and removed most of the loose skins, not really fussing too much over that. And they are going to go into the oven. I have the oven set at 400, and I'm going to put them in for 20 minutes to get them to dry out. Okay, they're in the oven, but I will keep an eye on them. Even though I'm going to set them for 20 minutes, I'll check them after 10. Okay, 20 minutes are up. I'm pulling my chickpeas out of the oven, and they're fairly dry. Once again, most just drizzle it on, but I want to coat them nicely, so I'm going to pour it into a container where I can put all the spices and oil and stir it up really good before it goes back in the oven. Okay, so first a drizzle of oil. I think that should be enough. And some salt, and you could use your favorite salt. At this point I'm just using plain ordinary table salt. A little bit of garlic powder. And a little bit of paprika. Okay, that should do it. So just a light sprinkling of everything. Stir it all. Make sure it's all coated, both with the oil and the spices. Okay, that looks good. Let's see. Interesting. Okay. Perhaps I will add just a tad cayenne pepper. As I said, I'm not a fan. But chickpeas are fairly bland to begin with. And once again, just a light sprinkling, maybe a tad more. So I've got perhaps a half a teaspoon, perhaps just 3/4 of a teaspoon. And you pretty much want to do this to taste. All stirred up nice. Yeah, that little extra gives it a nice little extra bite. Okay, so now pour it back onto the cooker sheet. Oh yeah, I can taste the cayenne. Still warm. I wouldn't do this unless your hands can tolerate heat, because the cookie sheet is still hot. Okay, back in the oven, and we'll keep an eye on it now. I would say we start with 10 minutes, and we just keep an eye on it until we feel that they're, test it until we feel they're crispy, and I will let you. Okay, so I put them in for approximately an additional 7 minutes, and as you can see, a couple of them were starting to burn, so I pulled them out. Now, you have to watch out for that, and every oven is different, and the moisture content of your chickpeas or garbanzo beans is going to be different than mine, so I can't give you a precise timing. They are tasty, and also it probably depends on how dry you want to make them. Some people don't make them as dry, and they need to be eaten fairly quickly at that point, but if you dry them a little bit more than that, they'll probably last a little bit longer. So there's my very healthy, protein-packed garbanzo beans roasted snack. So I'm going to put those in a mason jar after they've cooled, not before, and I'll just have those as a snack as opposed to something like chips. Trying to eat healthy, trying to take a few inches off the belly. I certainly don't have a weight problem, I have a belly problem, and it's probably too much carbs and sugar. So I'm trying to eliminate some of that from my diet. Anyway, Happy New Year's everyone, and hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you on the next one.